First, let's see the headlines. 2 more deaths reported amidst flash floods in the state today. 1 died due to electrocutions. Over 1.88 lakhs affected by floods. More than 24 houses damaged in Manipur, says Minister of Water Resources. Manipur's Rajbhavan reels under severe flooding. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi urged all Congress leaders and workers to extend all possible support in the rescue operations in flood-hit Manipur. UGC de-recognized Shanghai International Universities of Churachandpur, degrees now invalid. Hello, good evening. You're watching Primetime English News. Now the news in detail. One Nitai Singh of Kaisamthong Thangzam Likai has lost his life amidst this flash flood while trying to pump out water from his inundated house. The unfortunate incident occurred today at around 10 a.m. today when deceased Nitai Singh was trying to pump out the inundated water from his house using water pump. It has been reported that the deceased Nitai Singh received electric shocks from his water pump while trying to pump out the water. Deceased Nitai Singh is a heart patient embedded with heart pacemaker, and upon receiving the electric, he fainted then and there. His wife, namely Ingudam's Ongbi Gitaranis, seeing that her husband fainted, went to her rescue. But she too received electric shocks and she is currently admitted at ICU Advanced Hospital. Amidst the hardships of flash floods in the states, a dead body which seems to be that of a female has been recovered at Panmei River today. Details of the awaited recovered dead body is yet to be ascertained. A total of 188,143 people have been affected by the floods in Manipur following incessant rainfalls in the aftermath of Cyclone Rimel's Awangbo Nyumai Water Resource Minister said on a Thursday. It has also damaged at least 24,265 houses in the last few days, he said. Altogether, 18,103 people have been evacuated and 56 relief camps were set up. Ministers for Water Resources and Relief and Disaster Management, Awangbo Nyumai, informed. In a post on Facebook, he said, held a brief meeting with Additional Chief Secretary, Deputy Commissioner in Infal West and East, Directorate Relief and Disaster Management to review the flood situations and strategizing for immediate actions on relief, search and rescue operation. Around 401 hectares of crops have been affected too, he said. Relief materials have been distributed to Infal East, Infal West, Bisnupur, None, Churachandpur, Senapati and Kakching, the minister said. Nyumai also says that 3 persons have died and 9 people suffer injuries, while 1 is missing due to the flood that hits the states on May 29. Chief Minister Biren Singh in a social media post added that a breach of river embankments occurred at 18 spots, of which 17 have been sealed. Flooding in the surrounding areas has been successfully brought under control, he said. The northeastern states has been lashed by heavy rains and thunderstorms triggered by the cyclones in the last few days. In view of the severe flooding caused by the breaches in embankments along river banks, the government declared a 2-day public holiday for all states' offices on Thursday until May 31. Citizens have been asked to stay indoor unless faced with emergency, according to an official's notifications.
Yari Makaite Muyum the Labinaba, except volunteers Nataba, Tokpi the Naba, Hemsimium, the appeal thousand. Aduga Nasi the Hayang so holiday, Lautok Rabini, Saturday, Sunday, the holiday. Holiday ni school sutat school su karo ida openina parents in the su mama ki macha sing su control to bidaga mapan thopi dana ba hai request to zedinge maram de angang sing se hojik flood water asida chalabdi ising si amor penina any disease se thopi ai aduna angang sing bo mapan thopi kuno have say parents me am so advice to bina ba ikang hanjening bane. At the same time, hojikti flood nina flood la kada so khangbanate suddenly la budi angang sing su koi tholing ega moi khudong thiba thokpa yai aduna parents sing na angang sing su control to biba parents sing su holiday ni na office su chatabani school su chatabani na yarim khedum pan thokpi dana ba gari su thodok pi dana ba maram de hojik se operation chatharing eda relief tawring flood control tawring eda traffic jam tawraga akhoi se emergency su thokpa yadre.
The Raj Bhavan complex in Manipur has been severely affected by flooding, with all office buildings, including the Raj Bhavan Secretariat, the office of the governor, staff quarters and security barrack being inundated by the flood water. Only the vintage building serving as the official residence of the governor has been spared. In the light of the dire situations, the governor reviews the arrangements made to control the floods and instructed officials to take all the possible measures to mitigate the pathetic conditions of the complex. The flood has caused widespread damage and disruption within the Raj Bhavan premises, with essential infrastructure and facilities being submerged. Efforts are underway to assess the extent of the damage and initiate immediate relief and rehabilitation measures. The state administration has also been working tirelessly to address the flood situations, which has affected various parts of the Manipur due to the incessant rain. Rescues and relief operations are ongoing in affected areas, with authorities mobilizing resources to provide assistance to those affected. In the past few hours, the water levels in some areas of the valley has receded. However, areas under the Mongzam village of Infal East District continue to reels under floods. As per reports, store paddies, poultries have been affected by the recent floods in those areas under Mongzam village. As such, people of the areas are taking shelters in Lystrom Community Hall. As per statement given by the Lystrom Tomba Jacob, son of the Chief Minister N. Birens, and the younger brother Dilip has arranged for providing immediate relief to the affected families. However, he has drawn the attention of the state government to look into the matters of health and other essential services for the affected people of the area.
Masih sang pusing ayam ni apa? Aduh pali jadi padha bakram ka. Pali macam ni padha re. Aduh huski sedih sang ni bantu ni sang ni je. Masih sang si kau syatar guna mama macam ni kantor ka tinggi apa? Aduh hangdu pun apa macam aduh mah simbi ni tahu mana apa? Simbi ang. Oh, huski. Ising tumi marak sih dah ko. Oh, huski kata asam. Trang thong baju ju ya jam ni na, lebam ju lek tam ni na. Aduh ki hatang ki oba relief camp ki oba pot sin balai bagai. Lek ki ai koi di sin ni mem de lei. Aduh moi je sam.
Som kerong ki koi na som ki kerong ki mai bukulum de di koi ki semester NB na relief camp arrange to bidana kunja sing da mai lei hai ba pau pi de aduh sai ma ke yu na di sedok badu malai ta ba mai. Aku ni filai, aku ni kemo sini semua dilai apa? Ada semua dilai macam kata na, community orang mungkin mungkin dilai. Aku anak pada dia tu mungkin dilai begitu. Tapi aku itu anak pada saya dah dilai, bangsa pun dilai lagi, jangan dilai dia.
Areas under Mayang Infal, Samusang, Santipur, Yangoi, Lambi and adjoining areas neighboring the embankments of Nambal rivers are facing the brunt of floods due to the breach of the embankments in the area. Volunteers of Arambai Tengol have been carrying out reinforcement work in the area along with the rescue operations. The rescue operations has also been supported by the personnel of Mayang Infal police stations along with the officials of Wangui SDO office as well. Let us have a look at the ground report. Many areas of the state continue to reel under the hardships of flash flood. Though the occurrence of the rainfall have subsided to some extent, several areas remains inundated and the people of the such areas are facing untold hardships and inconveniences. The condition has been worsened due to the unavailability of essential items, including food grains. However, some peoples are witnessing such hardship as festival, coming out in large numbers and looking at such condition as if witnessing some kind of the festival. The fertilizers go down at the light pump canal under Infalis district has been somewhat underwater and peoples are facing untold hardships, and residents of the areas are expressed their desire for immediate help and support from the concerned authorities. Here is a report.
Date 28 tiki ni thomai je ji thomai je sang apam dina agenu bu thomai dare kari salan thong zum ji ame bi keno di zum ising ma ni ada gi pem do do pangtang loi thomai keno je ni ke je hoi keno de pin sai de dilai tre ba keno je lai no pham lai tre na mo gen anak bu mai kudong ja ma pham yang ko lai do adu ko do mo ko do ja ma ni dilai hai ba keno je ti do mo so suli da
aduga moi ki chana thakna bidi kamai na tobi
sana budi amoi moi ken budi no loi tong na rin lap no ken no tong tri ba do ada moi ken ma mai ching u dia ge mai bi han mang long na loi no mu thalan gre
adubu Indorama India Private Limited kedi mamang chaida paisa singba loi gre adu Indian Potash Limited kedi lakh marfutruk ji huji mak leire aduga Infal Urban Cooperative tagi lakh yang khitro amaga loan lowe hari ba ni jum ju leire mari mata khara madagi ne aigi lejaba khara mane masjida haji chingchalaga low singu matamda townaba haji stock tawbani adubu laibak thibadi antaki tang kuni pangi le khong kai bisda nakalandi dagi ising phujalak bana maram moiraga aigi godown che akona karigum makhalam tagi har lokthop nang haudana amadi pan ising ji changdana makona aina misri ji ahingi pung hom da kawarga chek jang khab ju karim ta kana ba phangdana hojiki wariba phibam jida jida aiji laigibani hariba godown che Project Manipur Langak amadi mari lena bachingda aigi awaba aigi panchi je hogat panga maroida ba phibam ji lai bachida yaraga di lengak na amadi mari lena lengak loisangna aigi awaba chi yengbiraga mateng panchi de hingba yana ba mateng pangbina bai haijaningi
akoi ising leitana khoji khoi a sakhom da phangdana mantri bukidagi lawjaruri ne mayam nuksibiraga diko akoi ising jete pibiyo bole jete akoi to by pangde to by 36 kano lempu player tani hoji akoi si yori bani
ising ji loi ga matu
amuka lobo tholok do ni
chana thakna bagi sina kamai do
sana damle akoi hana gele jabni na dum chade go aduga ngasagi ising ji yang wai ising ji mateng pang iru janabdi lai rasi kwari bo ko
lenga ki mai kai de kari mateng
adu mateng khara de akoi ising mai sing ko chana thakna mateng panganjani hana
lenga ki mai kai de hoju bo bodi pangdi
aji bodi kan ta leite aina hajar
kai mi ngam ta
ai oinam kiran mai tai
aina hajik leijariba mafam asi akoi laifam khunogi le number 3 gi mamangdani koi haukiba numit kharani segi leptana churakliba nongoisa mara moraga tonga tonga ma manipur gi mafam singda ising i chau thoktuna mioi kayama khudong chadaba kayama mayok na hale madi yum sing ising na thumjin kibana makoi masam sagi safagadaba mafam singda chena kiba amadi mokoi gi khangna jaba madi mata singda leijaba amadi yumdagi chathoktana masam sagi yumda leijaba kayam su yauri masigi manungda koi ngarang fobada nong asi lepkibadagi fit ama mukti handagiba jaga kayama yaukre adubu hairiba laifam khunogi mafam asede koi sangakpham dagi changsilakpa lambi du dagi hauna koi salan thong lambi phobada aduki matik ising chau se thoktuna koi yam sang lambi se ising chau thoktuna kangbagi mami se adumakti tade laifam khunogi lambi se koi kayamuk yamna ngarang nahandagi leptana churakiba nong amadi turagi torban kaiba turagi imai wangkhalapana maram oiraga salan thongi thong kairakpana maram oiraga koi ising asi haji mayam su ubiri sina koi khwang phoba yauduna miyam asi chatpada khudong chadaba kayam su mayok nare amadi gari sing phobada chathok sin tobada engine yadabadagi ising changbadagi koi yadabidi khudong chadaba kayam su mayok naba laikre amadi koi loktak development dagi thadarak liba boat sing season aduna koi lairiba khudong chadaba miyoi sing hontok pagi pibamasu adumak miyamda miyamna su mideng tabi kre koi masana sajaba boat phobada koi boat tu tongaga koi chana thaknan nabigi damakta nongmada lei yum da dumak lengdana leiba miyoi singi oina di koi chana thaknan nabisi lobo chatnabagi damakta koi yum masana boat sajaduna chathok chasin tawbagi mami su adumak tabiri koi NDRF ki team su numit humni su ngasi ga tharaga numit humni su na koi leptana adumak mateng chauna pangli amadi yamna chauna mateng pangli bidi koi arambai tengol singna tongan ba mafam singda unit ki arambai tengol singna thoklaptuna koi awaba taraba miyoi sing puthok pusin tawbagi mateng pangmudu yam chauna mateng pangbiri makha tana su adumak ngasi su aduma yum thokningba amadi mayum natai chadaba ising changsanba ising si puk yauna thabak yauna henjilaklabani koi kana miyoi sing adu khudong chadaba kaya adu puthokna bigi damakta koi leptana NDRF ki team amadi tongan be team sing laktuna koi adumak mateng pangbadi leptri laimai sina akoi gi khitang wangkhatpagi khara makai di ising asi fari adubu akoi leirak ki oiriba fivum asidi akoi sorok tagi khitang nemthana leigiba maramna akoi leirak ki changliba laimai asi dumai hengkatpana akoi thabak yauba le number akoi sida hojik leiba 3 si asi fo yauraba maramna di akoi makha chatharaga akoi le number 6 7 8 9 akoi mafam dubo yauzarure adubu mafam dagi oiriba fivum asi aduki mati khudong chadaba fivum amdi mayok na hauri ising ichauna maram oiraga leibam chabam gi awaba khudong chadaba mayuk na batata natana koi thaknaba ising phauba leiraktaba mai laktaba na maram oiraga koi phone charge tauba fangdabadagi koi miyoi sing phone phaunaba ngamdabadagi khudong chadaba kana leidi haibadu pau phaunaba ngamdabadagi koi awaba kayam su thengnari amadi loina na koi thaknaba ising phauba leitabadagi koi khongna adumak ising jar si leiba tholaknaba ising gi bottle packet sing leinaba thoklaknaba mokoi gi season nabagi damakta leiba thoklakdiba si mokoi masana sajari ba bota adumak thoklaktuna thaknaba ising leiba thoklakba kayam su yauri khudong chadaba kayam thengnari maruk manung sida akoigi leiriba paliba leingak mari leinaba authority miyoi amatana laaga koi hairiba laifam khuno mafam sida yengsiladaba haibasu koi laikai gi miyam singna pendaba adumak phongdokna rele.
Meanwhile, in a post shared by the INC leader Rahul Gandhi, he has expressed his deep concern over the unprecedented severe conditions of flash floods in the state of Manipur in the past few days and has expressed his concerns to the condolences to those who have lost their loved one. He also further urged the Congress workers and the leaders to extend all possible supports and assistance in rescue and rehabilitation work. In a plea for peace, Ima Myra, a women's organization alongside the Women's Committee of the Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee, submitted a memorandum to the Prime Minister of India yesterday. The document calls for the immediate action to restore normalcy and ensure peaceful coexistence in the violence-stricken states of Manipur. The memorandum highlights the severe impact of the ongoing violence on the Meitei communities and other residents of Manipur. As your office is aware of the civil war situations in Manipur, ongoing for over a year since May 3rd last year, we submit this memorandum with a heavy heart, representing the suffering of the people living in Manipur, it states. The women's groups expressed deep concern over what they have perceived as a lack of response from the central government. They accuse the governments of neglect and allege that the states and the central security forces have failed to protect the Meitei people from attacks by the armed miscreants. We are forced to live with no security and compelled to rely on our ability to defend ourselves because of the complete failure of the state's authority, the memorandum states. The document details violence incidents over the past years, including coordinated attacks on Meitei villages and state security forces, suggesting a pattern of systematic targeting. It recounts a series of attacks on May 28, 2023, where 13 Meitei villages were assaulted, resulting in multiple deaths and injuries. These attacks occurred despite the presence of high-ranking military officials in the regions, raising questions about the effectiveness of the security measures. Further, the memorandum highlighted the perceived partiality of the governments towards armed miscreants. It points to the suspension of operations agreements, which they claim provide armed miscreants with immunity, allowing them to carry out attacks with impunity. Specific instances such as the prolonged attacks on Moray towns and the state security forces from December 31, 2023 to January 8, 2024 are cited as evidence of this alleged bias. And now let's take a short break. Keep watching for more updates.
Planning to study outside Manipur? Are you confused about your college or university selection after 12? Manipur Edu Online provide assistance to help you. College or university selection, admission guidance, career counseling. Don't delay. For more details, kindly log into our website www.manipuredu.online, or you can also call us at 7628 960 947.
Admission open. Kosemda affiliate Toraba Ulpo Koshnam Lekai Kangsup Rotalaiba Competitive Success Academy Academic Session 2024-25 ki Class 11 Science ki admission hosere. ICSE 2024 da Academy Asigi position holder ani yarukle. Mukusing aduri 8 position da Toijam Ganasham Singh, Amadi 17 position da Lesang Tem Kogendro Singh, School C experience Wairaba Maming Lairaba Oza Singna Mahiroi Simbutak Pitambiri. Admission fee Lupalising Manga Ojeragani. Special features Sing the position holder Amasung meritorious students Sing Damak special scholars say Pangbai Kutung Sab Pizeri. Bosem 90 PCM de CBS gi 95 PC gi mathakta phangba mahiroi sing gi oina NEET IIT G coaching chahi ama free oijagani. IT PCN aba phangba mahiroi sing gi oina free admission and coaching amadi textbook. 75 PCN aba phangba mahiroi sing gi oina free admission amadi textbook aduga 70 PCN aba phangba mahiroi sing gi oina admission fee tangkhai logjagani. Medical amadi engineering tamningba mahiroi sing gi su facility kaya ama pizari. Audio visual class, biometric attendance system, asonba mahiroi sing gi oiba extra class, separate hostel for boys and girls, bus amasung van service ki kudong sa pizari. Competitive Success Academy gi ICSE 2024 batch na 100% pass tarokpada school asina nungai phangdorakle. Ahan balakko mahiroi chamada sada yankai off oibagi kudong saba su pizari. Pizari ba kudong saba singa simangan biganu ngasimak lengsin biraktuna admission tawbiu akak na basit masing.
Welcome back after the break. To go further with, under the leadership of officers in charge of Lamlai Police Station, IPS Dhamendra Kumar, police personnel have carried out driver safe and regulated drivings on the roads. Violators were nabbed who were seen driving unruly or without helmets and who were seen violating traffic rules. As per a statement given by the IPS Dhamendra Kumar, the drive has been carried out to ensure safety of all the commuters and passengers using the roads to avoid unwanted accidents. He does appeal to all to wear helmets and observe traffic rules to avoid any unwanted incidents on the roads.
What we are seeing, there are multiple cases in which the two wheelers have hit the four wheelers, and the two-wheeler person who was not wearing any helmet, they have suffered a very severe injury their head. So either they have gone into coma or either they have died. There are the multiple cases, around 4 to 5 cases. Initially when I came here, the one case come when a person hit the four-wheeler and he died instantly because of the head injury. And another case we found after 15 days when the two person, they were riding a bike, they hit a car, but they incidentally there were many minor injuries. Only the minor injuries they suffered because they were wearing the helmet. So they both survived. But around 24th of May, another case we saw. Two people were riding the two-wheeler. They hit a car. The person who was riding the two-wheeler, he got a severe injury there in the face. He got a cut mark here.
The Sangay International University in Churachandpur, Manipur has been officially de-recognized by the University Grants Commissions due to its persistent non-compliance with the regulatory requirements. These developments took effect following a so-called notice issued on December 19, 2023. Established in June 2015 as a state-private university by the government of Manipur, Sangay International Universities initially found its place on the UGC list of recognized universities. However, its subsequent failure to provide necessary information for inspections despite repeated requests from the UGC has led to the decisive action. The UGC, through a series of letters dating back to the July 3, 2015 and continuing through January 11, 2021, sought essential information from the university to facilitate inspections and ensure compliance with the educational standards. Despite these efforts, the university did not respond adequately. The situation escalated with the issuance of the so-called notice, which gave the universities an ultimatum to justify why it should not be removed from the UGC list under Section 2F of the UGC's Act 1956. Further to this, a copy of the so-called notice was sent to the Departments of the Higher Education, Government of Manipur, urging immediate interventions and feedback. However, both the universities and the state governments failed to provide any satisfactory response. As a consequence, the UGC has now removed Sangay International University from its list of recognized universities. This means the university is no longer authorized to offer any UGC-approved undergraduates, postgraduates, or doctoral degrees. The de-recognition renders any degrees issued by the universities invalid for the higher education and employment purposes. The UGC has advised prospective students and their parents to refrain from seeking admission to any programs offered by the Sangay International University, effective immediately. The Commission stated that without UGC recognitions, degrees from these institutions hold no validity. Manipur's players won 30 gold medals, 12 silver medals in the National Muay Thai Championship 2024 held at the Lakshmibai National Stadiums, Sonapur, Assam from May 25 to May 30. The Manipur team's bags were runners-ups in the championship. Altogether, 43 players of the Manipur participated in the championship and 42 players bagged medal. In the championship, Lai Mujams Sanatoy Chanu of the Laosang Khong Awang Laikai bagged gold medals in her category. Subsequently, she has been selected for the World Muay Thai Championship to be held in November this year. She will represent India in the state championship. The Lighting Tower Sanamahi Temple Board in Phal has conducted a condolence meeting on the demise of Dr. Oinam Chauba Mite today at the premises of the board located at First Ammer Grounds with Vidyapati's Senjam's vice presidents of the boards in the chair. The meeting condoles the demise of the Dr. Oinam Chauba Mite, 66 years, members of the board, who passed away on May 30 due to his illness. A 2-minute silence was observed as a mark of respect to the departed souls and saved the grief of his family. Let his soul be raised in peace in the heavenly abode. The intense heat waves conditions in Bihar have reportedly claimed the life of at least 19 individuals. Temperature exceeded 44 degrees Celsius have been recorded in the various parts of the states. The impact of these deaths has extended to the polling personnel involved in the ongoing Lok Sabha elections. In Aurangabad, districts, the death tolls from the heat wave has risen to 12, while 4 individuals, including an elections worker, lost their lives in the Kaimur districts on May 30. Additionally, 3 more casualties were reported from the Ara in Bhojpur district. According to a doctor from the Mohania subdivisional hospitals in Kaimur, mentions that on May 30, approximately 40 individuals affected by the heat strokes, including polling personnel, were admitted. District Magistrate Mahendra Kumar confirms that 3 deaths in the Bhojpur, which includes home guards and presiding officers on election duty. Despite a formidable challenge posed by the extreme heat wave, Kumar emphasized the importance of continuing the polling process, stating that necessary precautions are being implemented to ensure the safety of the personnel. Health Department officials in the Aurangabad reported that over 20 patients have been admitted to various hospitals in the district due to heat-related illness. As Bihar prepares for the final phase of the Lok Sabha elections on June 1st, the heat waves represents a significant challenge for both election authorities and the personnel on duty. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal today says that he will be surrendering on June 2 and asserted that he will not bow down even if he is harassed in jail. In a video message, the CM stated that he will return to Tihar jails the day after tomorrow, following a 21 days campaign period granted by the Supreme Court. Kejriwal expressed uncertainty about the durations of his upcoming imprisonments, but maintained high spirits, asserting his pride in going to jail to protect the country from the dictatorships. He claims that despite various attempts to break and silence him, including alleged tortures and withholding of the medicines during his previous incarcerations, he remains steadfast. Kejriwal noted significant weight loss from 70 kgs to 64 kgs and mentions doctors' concerns about potential serious health issues requiring further tests. He assures that Delhi services like free electricity, Mohalla clinics, hospital, free medicines and 24 hours electricity would continue and promise a monthly stipend of Rs 1,000 to every mothers and sisters upon his return. Kejriwal also appeals to the public to take care of his elderly and ill parents during his imprisonment. For Elite TV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to Elite TV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wrap up the headlines once again. 2 more deaths reported amidst flash floods in the state today. 1 died due to electrocutions. Over 1.88 lakhs affected by floods, more than 24 houses damaged in Manipur, says Minister of Water Resources. Manipur's Ras Bhavan's reels under severe flooding. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi urged all Congress leaders and workers to extend all possible supports in the rescue operations in the flood-hit Manipur. And UGC de-recognized Shanghai International Universities of Churachandpur, degrees now invalid. That's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining with us and have a wonderful night.